Hi everyone, Justin Godwin, the host of Blue Suede Reviews, and we're back on day 2 of 6 days, 60 albums, where we'll be going through chronologically every album in the RCA Albums Collection, released by Sony Legacy earlier this year, leading up to August 16th, 2016, the anniversary of Elvis's death. Today we're going to start off by talking about G.I. Blues, the soundtrack to the 1960 film, which I have covered in the Blue Suede Reviews film review series. But this album, before I even saw the movie, this, along with Elvis's Golden Records Volume 1, was one of the first Elvis records I ever owned, period. Just like with that one, I had inherited it from my mom, who had inherited it from her dad. And so this one has some sentimental meaning to me, because it's one of the first albums that really I listened to in my life, as far as Elvis is concerned. That being said, it doesn't mean that I'm gonna that I think it's a great album, or that I think it's retrospectively now, knowing as much as I do, I have a lot of kind of strange opinions about this one. The songs, as I said in the Blue Suede reviews of the movie, are very different from the way that they appear in the feature film. A lot of the overdubs they added in the movie do not appear on this album. Coincidentally, the alternate version of Tonight Is So Right for Love, which is Tonight's All Right for Love, from the European version, is on this album version, from this box set as a bonus track, but it wasn't on the original album. It's a good album. I hesitate around songs like Big Boots and Wooden Heart. They work in the context of the movie, not so much on an album. And as you'll find out later, I have a lot of things to say as far as Elvis's later albums, and that idea that oh, he wasn't doing rock and roll. But that's not my issue with that. It's not that it's not rock and roll. It's just that, I guess, when put up next to stuff like Blue Suede Shoes and Pocket Full of Rainbows and Doing the Best I Can, which are some really, the first one's obviously Blue Suede Shoes, but the other two are really good ballads, they don't hold up as well. And I guess without having seen the movie, if you just pick this up as an Elvis Presley record, you would kind of wonder, did he go off his rocker for one or two tracks? But taken in the context of the movie, they work, and they're actually, Wooden Heart is really cute. Big Boots, kind of take it or leave it. But definitely my favorite song on this is Frankfurt Special. It's like Mystery Train. It has that kind of driving riff from Scotty Moore and Bill and DJ Fontana on drums. So it's similar in that, but it's much tighter. It's definitely post-Army Elvis, but he sounds like he's having a lot of fun. And that's the thing about these soundtrack albums, is that as it goes on, it becomes increasingly obvious, as we'll talk about, that he's not having that much fun. But on this one, he still sounds pretty engaged, very interested in what he's doing, even on the songs that aren't as good. As far as Wooden Heart being a #1 hit in the European countries, particularly the UK, I don't know what you guys were thinking overseas, because that's. Then again, in America, My Ding-a-Ling from Chuck Berry was a #1 hit, so sometimes novelty records, I guess, get somewhere. Would have been a lot better to. I mean, Pocket Full of Rainbows is just a phenomenal ballad. Take it on its own, taken on its own, in the context of Elvis's greater career, it's not a bad listen. You just have to know where some of the song selections are coming from as far as the movie is concerned. Otherwise, they seem really, really out of place. So moving along.